My name is Jen Ochej, and I am a tour manager. I have been a tour manager for about 6 years, and in that time I have toured with artists such as Lights, Jessie Reyez, Amanda Rayome, and Ria May. What is a tour manager? That is a great question. There are a couple of parts to this answer. The first part is, what is a tour manager in relation to the rest of the artist team and to the artists themselves? So when you think about an artist's career, when they have reached a certain point where they start to bring in different team members, different pieces of their overall career puzzle, they may have signed with a record label. They may have an artist manager who oversees their career as a whole. They may have a publicist and a booking agent and all kinds of different people who are working on different aspects of their career. What a tour manager does is when a tour is booked, when a tour is confirmed, a tour manager is brought in to oversee all of the details and all the logistics of the tour, and also to act as a liaison between the tour and all of those other pieces of the artist team. So when the booking agent has questions about a specific show or about the tour in general, they can speak with the tour manager. When the publicist or the record label or anyone else from the team needs to talk about the tour, they can come to the tour manager. So basically what the TM does, the tour manager, is handle all of that liaison work on behalf of the artist so that the artist doesn't have to think about it. I always say, if I'm doing my job correctly, the artist shouldn't have to think about anything from day to day except for their performance that night. So not only does the TM oversee the actual logistics of the tour, but they also act as the liaison with the rest of the artist team with regards specifically to the tour. Now, as far as the logistics are concerned, what does that actually look like? What is it as a TM? What does it mean to oversee the details, oversee the logistics of the tour? When you think about a tour and everything that goes into it, it's not just the concert that you see when you show up with your ticket. The band and crew have to travel to get there. They may need hotels to sleep in. They may have had to rent a tour bus or a van or other vehicles for traveling. All of the CDs and t-shirts that you buy have to be transported there somehow. Not to mention the actual day-to-day logistics, the actual schedule of running a tour, running a concert. What time did the band arrive? What time was sound check? All of the details with the venue and everything else. There's a lot that goes into planning and organizing a single concert, let alone a whole tour. And it's the tour manager's job to oversee all of that and to do a lot of it themselves directly, or to oversee the people who are directly doing the specific tasks. So as a tour manager, I don't personally do live sound, but I work with and oversee the team that does, to make sure that they have what they need, they have the support that they need, and that they are working together in tandem with the lighting team and with the band and with all of the other pieces of the crew. So it's my job to sort of keep all of the balls in the air and keep all of the pieces running smoothly and working together smoothly. Practically speaking, what is the difference for a band or an artist to have a tour manager versus not? Most artists actually start out, of course, doing pretty much everything DIY. They probably drive their own car or their own van to the shows. They sell their own merch. They arrange all of the details themselves. They may even book the shows themselves. But at a certain point, it's pretty typical when artists are reaching sort of a higher level and playing bigger shows and more important shows and festivals and all of those kinds of things. That's typically when a tour manager starts to be brought in. And basically what it means practically is that all of those different things that were on the artist's plate, all of those things that they had to think about and arrange and stay on top of, suddenly they don't have to anymore. They have someone hired whose job it actually is to do all of that for them. So for me as a TM, one thing I actually love is getting to see artists relax and focus on their performance, focus on their voice and their songs and just being on stage and getting to actually do the thing that they love. The reason that they probably got into music in the first place is playing their songs, playing their music. And if I can take on some of the responsibility and some of the background noise and details that get in the way of that, sign me up. That's what I do. That's what a tour manager does. If I'm doing my job correctly, the artist shouldn't have to think about anything except their performance every night. But that gives you a general overview of what does a tour manager actually do? Who is a tour manager? What is a tour manager?